A disappointing run for the Blue Mule from Ontario. The power he needed was not there, and he just does make it past the 200-foot mark.
Mini rod side, Lewisburg, Ohio, Ron Baker. And Dave, tremendous action on the mini rod side. The Green Hornet definitely taking its toll on the competitors tonight.
Another Lewisburg, Ohio puller, Ron Baker, is up now in the Equalizer. We're well into the second half of our roster here in Syracuse, and no one seems able to knock off Dennis Horst's run of 293.11 feet. Ron Baker is all over the track and runs out of steam just short of the 250-foot mark. We're seeing action on one of the top pulling surfaces in the country, but nobody can put together the combination of power and control that it takes to put one of these mini rods out the other end. More action when we return.
Kicks FM and TV 68 WSYT.
Once again, the trail of truck and tractor are on their way to your town. Next stop, New Jersey, for the Atlantic City Grand Nationals at Atco, New Jersey. Witness the horsepower of 7,000 and 9,000-pound modifieds, tractors, super stock tractors, four-wheel drive trucks, and wheel-standing two-wheel drive. June 3rd and 4th for two big shows. You'll see mud-pulling pros like Steve Jaski, the Miller team from Wisconsin, Mike Holton from Ohio, Danny Dean and the Rooster, Tim Engler with Mission Impossible, and the all-new jet-powered tractor of Gardner Stone with 4 turbine engines. June 3rd and 4th at the Atlantic City Grand Nationals, Atco, New Jersey. World Pulling Internationals at its finest, sanctioned by NTPA. The best of the best are here tonight at the New York State Fair. We've seen the lightweights do battle as only those minis can. Now, 6 teams are left with a shot at the championship. The next run will be made by Ron Crooks from Zanesville, Ohio, at the helm of the Pepsi generation.
Ron Brooks, Zanesville, Ohio, the Pepsi generation.
Ron Crooks can't keep it between the lines as the Pepsi generation sends engine parts flying.
Well, Ron Crooks really made a wiggly pull coming down the track here tonight. And if he'd have straightened it out, he might have had a full pull or at least been close to taking the lead. And Ron Crooks, you've pulled here many, many times, so you know this track well.
Well, didn't know as well as we thought we did, I guess.
All right, what happened to the engine? We saw a part fly off.
I guess we woke or weld on one of the header pipes coming off. Kind of, I don't know. The weld must have been cracked somewhere.
All right, does that happen very often?
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, that's going to put you way down in the standings. Not the kind of run that you'd like to make. What happened? Why not a better pull here tonight?
I don't know. When that come off there, it scared me.
Scared him? Ha-ha, I've never heard him say that before. He was up and down, back and forth. Not the kind of pull that he likes.
Here's a driver who doesn't pull any punches. You can tell by the name of his Mini. Out of Hoagland, Indiana, it's Ken Volkmeyer in the Home Pass Express. Let's see if he can live up to that name. Volkmeyer is too light on the nose, and the sled catches up with him at 270.11 feet.
Santo Del Monte out of Galena, Ohio, just north of the Buckeye capital of Columbus.
The Minis don't have as much movable weight as the other classes to tune their rigs into the track. Whereas the two-wheel drives have 100-pound weights, the Minis have 5- and 10-pounders. That puts more pressure on the puller to make it or break it with his handling of the vehicle. The next run will be Santo Del Monte from Galena, Ohio, in Wild Thing. Certainly an appropriate name for any mini rod.
The wild thing is all over the track with a wild ride for sure. Delmato was pulling to the right side and overcompensated with his left brake. Only 3 teams are left to threaten Dennis Horst's lead. He was the 4th puller on the line tonight, and no one has been able to match his run. John Fairbanks might just be the man to do it. He's from Pittsburgh, Massachusetts, and his rig Rat Poison is one of the top contenders in the highly competitive mini rod class. For the team from Massachusetts, a hard jerk to the left at the end of his run kept John Fairbanks from taking Rat Poison all the way. When we return from this commercial, the last 2 teams on the roster will take their shot at Dennis Horst. The night of the mini rod continues from the New York State Fair in Syracuse. Only 2 are left with a chance to knock off Dennis Horst. First up is Stephen Doherty in Precious Gem.
With Steve Doherty out of Ravelina, New York. 300 feet is the distance to beat. Let's watch him right now.
Doherty fights it out all the way down the track for a fantastic full pull. It's the run we've been waiting for all night, and the man from Ravenna, New York, has done it in front of his home state crowd. Precious Gem was pulling hard to the left, but Doherty used just enough brake to keep it in line and not lose the power he needed to take it all the way. We've been talking about driver skill all night, and that's what it took to do the job. Joseph Station from Hampton, New Jersey is the last puller of the event. Point it and punch it is the name of his rig, and that's just what he'll have to do to make the full pull and send this into a 2-way pull-off.